Not enough people realize about invisible poverty and about the people who stay maybe just even 5 minutes away from them, who are struggling every day to put food on the table. Dear Singapore, for all we've achieved, we must be willing to ask, who have we left behind? We're at Block 162 Yishun. This is where my dad started one of his first big initiatives with the community fridge. We could fill it with chicken meat, vegetables, and such, and the residents of the block could come down, or our beneficiaries in the block could come down and take what you need. Right after my dad passed, this was the first place that I touched base at. I was 21 at that time. I felt that maybe I wasn't ready to take up such a big responsibility, feeding thousands of people. I remember feeling very scared, but I felt very welcome. And the beneficiaries, after giving me their condolences, let me know that they believed in me and that they're very proud of me for taking on the role after my father's passing. My name is Ammar. I'm 23 years old, and the organization that I work with is Free Food for All. On August 8th, Free Food for All is distributing 600 nasi lemak packets to commemorate Singapore's National Day. For these distributions, we wanted to really go back to the root of Free Food for All as how my dad started. One of the mosques that we chose was Darul Aman, which was the first mosque my dad ever distributed nasi lemak and bananas to. He started with just giving fruits to nearby mosques or to stragglers that we would find. My dad is Nizar Mohamed Shariff. He founded Free Food for All from 2014 until 2023 when he passed. He managed to do a lot of things, from just a ground-up initiative to being an IPC-recognized and registered charity. His dream was to feed the hungry and to eliminate hunger. What I like about the office here is that it's very reminiscent of everything that my dad did and all his achievements when he was still in Free Food for All. So, we have the mascot here, which is supposed to resemble him. The reason why he chose a bear is because people always call him Big Bear. They always refer to me as Baby Bear. I wouldn't have been seen anywhere without him. When I was growing up, he was a person that I loved most in life. He did no wrong, and he was such a good person. If I could even have a little bit of what he had in his heart, I'd be very, very grateful. It's been about 1.5 years since he passed, so we're just following in those footsteps until we find our own feet. After my dad's passing, we also had some issues logistically, keeping track of who accesses the community fridge. Right now, it's out of service because we actually stopped getting grocery donations. But moving forward, if we have the chance again to start it back up, or even in different locations, I think we definitely take a grab at it. We're still trying to figure out our niche, our ready-to-eat meals. My brother and I do really have discussions about RTEs almost weekly.
Ready-to-eat meals was born during COVID times. It allows us to plug in gaps, so people who are underserved can always keep your ready-to-eat meals for another day. Although our RTEs are like our unique selling point, it's really considering our beneficiaries, the people, how we can help better. That occupies my headspace most of the time. What other needs do they have that we can really plug in to help them to come out of this poverty cycle and graduate from this food assistance program, really?
Thank you for coming to do this.
Alhamdulillah juga dia jemput ke sini. Walaupun budak-budak tak boleh diam.
After my dad passed, we were looking at what initiatives and what events we could do for the children, as we felt we were lacking in that area. That's when we had a look at Kids Love It. When my dad started it, he was solely looking at the food aspect. So he did with monthly meal packs that he would distribute to these underprivileged kids. So we took that And then we decided we need to give them something to put their fuel towards. Come, let's go. The purpose of this event is to get underprivileged kids to have the opportunity to experience things like National Museum of Singapore and like our previous events at St. John's Island and Science Centre, placing them in positions to learn more about things in their environment outside of the school curriculum is quite important to how the child will grow. So that's why this Kids Love It version 2, if you will, was just an adaptation of what my dad did previously with a bit more in enrichment. In the future, we actually do plan to start enrichment programs and classes for these children as well. It would be a dream for even one child who's in an underprivileged home to be able to grow up and do good and be able to say that was the reason that they changed their life around. You don't need to be a superhero, you don't need to be very wealthy. Anybody could be kind, and everybody should be kind. This is the message that we're trying to spread as Free For All, that it doesn't take a superhero to do what my dad did or to do what any of our volunteers do. The joy of giving and the feeling of being able to ease someone else's burden trumps any other feeling I've ever felt. Let us build a Singapore where no one needs to worry about their next meal, where dignity is not reserved for the fortunate, but guaranteed for all. Food is not a privilege, but a necessity.